Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do think it's hello. Do you hear static?
It's a list. It's going in and out.
Okay, I think we might be good. What's your name,
Okay,
babe?
good. My name is John. What up, Kendra?
Hey, baby. What you want me to call you? John?
Yeah, John. That's good.
Okay. John, where you calling us from, love?
From Racine, Wisconsin, like Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Okay, you gotta stay in the light, love.
Okay.
Okay. So we got John, Milwaukee. How old are you?
33.
Turn around where you can face the light, because I feel like behind you, you want the light to be in your
Hey,
face.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay. Are you in the basement?
Yeah.
Why are you hiding in the basement, John?
No.
They want to know why you in the basement.
Cause I own the house, man. You know we gotta patrol everything. Feel me?
Woo! He said, because he own a house. Don't play with him. All right.
All right, let's get it.
John, Milwaukee, how old are you?
33.
33. What do you do for a living?
Right now I'm unemployed, but I was working at this factory for 13 years. And I ain't want to do it no more. So got divorced. I'm basically at the great reset right now.
Okay. When did you quit your job?
I quit it around like July,
Of last
like
year.
last year. Yeah.
Okay. When did you get divorced?
I'm like a month in right now. Just fresh.
Now, is it divorced or separated?
Divorced. I'm talking walking papers gone. Like no, ain't none of
Okay.
that. Over with.
So you're in, so the state of Milwaukee recognizes you as a divorced man.
Wisconsin. Yeah, the state of Wisconsin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can say it, Wisconsin. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what's your zodiac sign?
Capricorn like Jesus, baby.
Cap. Do you have any kids?
Hey, I got 3 kids, all by my ex-wife.
How old are your three kids?
13. We got 13, 9, and 8.
13, 9, and 8. Do you guys have shared custody?
Yeah, we do like 6 months.
Okay. All right. So John, Milwaukee, Capricorn, three kids by his ex-wife, officially divorced. So how are you making income being that you quit your job? You just have money saved up or something?
Yeah, I have money saved, do different investments, and I just started digital marketing online and content creation, and that's actually been working good. So, like I said, it is ways out here when you quit your job. I was making 100 grand a year. I was making the 6 figures. So my wife was a stay-at-home wife. So I offer the 3 P's, protection, peace, and provision. Okay. Most of these men can't do that. Okay, and I can do it early. Okay, when my woman got a problem with the bills, 125. Look, you got to be able to provide peace. Okay, these men don't know nothing about that because they wasn't raised correctly. Okay, you still have some old school men out here that's doing things correctly, that know how to do things right. Okay, Pooky and Ray Ray don't know what he doing. Come over here where it get done correctly and get your peace back. All praises to the Most High.
Okay. Well, you drop it a lot, but let me ask you this: why did you get a divorce from your wife?
We just fell out of love, straight up, man. She was my high school sweetheart. We good friends. It's just I realized I was destroying her because with me providing so much peace and providing everything, she wasn't. I basically was stopping her growing process. So again, we all lifelong learners, but she was the caterpillar going into the cocoon, being the butterfly. I was stopping her process because I was always giving. A lot of
Okay.
people probably can't understand that, but
I want to. So you're basically saying being married to you was stunning her growth.
yeah, to a certain degree. Okay, for example, if you don't have the struggle of having to work 16 hours, coming to cook, clean, and like you always got this man that's giving you, I've been giving it to her since 15 because, that's when we started dating. I started you can't stunt someone's growth by doing it. It's like entitlement or enabling someone because you constantly feeding them and they never get up and get it themselves. You kind of mentally draining them to a certain degree. You can't do that.
Who wanted the divorce? You or her?
It was a more of a mutual thing. We was fighting all the time, arguing, beefing. It just kind of lapsed out on its own.
Listen, I'm gonna let you respond. Fifi spent $5 and said, "Be You are Pookie.
How? Okay, so what's the definition of a pookie? I don't have any criminal record. I bought my first house at 22. I made $100,000 for the last 10 years. I started my own cleaning business. I don't work for the white man. All my money is made by me. I don't punch a clock. No man tells me what to do. I don't have to punch in the clock. I don't do any of that. So how am I a pookie?
Fifi, how is he a Pookie, Fifi? That send me that question. Fifi, bring your ass, spend another dollar to answer how he's a Pookie.
And by the way, Fifi, since you want to talk, Fifi, I ain't Pookie, the Pookie that's gonna be eating your kids Doritos and fruit snacks and not dropping your kids off to school. Your kids will get to school messing with a nigga like me, Fifi. Don't get me started, Fifi.
Woo, child. John is ready for you. All right, let's keep going. So we got John Milwaukee, 33, Capricorn, dad of three kids, all by his ex-wife, got officially divorced a month ago. So you're unemployed, but because I think you said you were unemployed. Now in that rant, you just kind of said you owned your own businesses. So you were unemployed, you were working for someone and running your own company?
Yeah, so I basically was kind of doing it. I was kind of serving two masters to a certain degree. I was still living in the world, still trying to work for somebody and building my own, but it actually worked out. So I started auto detailing, carpet cleaning, and stuff like that. I saw the competition was charging $100, so I said, you know what? Let me come in at 50. Start doing specials. I started making my own money, but I was making so much money at that factory. I was making 35 an hour, and this was at 21. I was making 35 an hour, working 12 hours. I was really getting it, So at the end of the day, man, man, God just came on to me and was like, man, you're gonna keep doing it this way. This is what you're gonna keep getting. And that voice just kept beating on me every day to the point where he was like, you gotta quit this job July 7th. And them sevens lined up. And when them sevens lined up, he said, you gotta make a decision. Either you gonna quit or you gonna work here and get this, or you gonna serve me. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I quit. And then from there, that journey it's just been starting, and he just been revealing things to me, and it's real.
Okay, I want to ask this.
Mhm.
Dwayne, I think it's Dewan Owensby. Dewan Owensby, because I asked you this question, but just in a clear answer, he said, who filed for divorce times seven? I know you said it was a mutual decision, but who's the person that actually filed for divorce?
I actually put the papers in. I filed.
You filed. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Fair enough. Let's keep going. So John, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, 33 Capricorn. So what would you say for your job profession? Because you told me you were unemployed, but it seems like you're not really unemployed.
Well, digital content creation.
Digital content creation. All right. So what kind of woman are you looking for now?
See, look, man, I keep it clear cut. I ain't got time for all this extra stuff like these other dudes. Look, man, I'm looking for loyalty. Okay, straight up. I want three wives, but if I can find one good one that got all the traits, I'm good. Okay, I'm
Okay,
looking for
pause right there.
the.
So you want a polyamorous relationship now?
If I can find three and we all on the same accord and we all, got an understanding, because again, I know what I'm doing in the marriage because I provide the three P's. You're gonna get your piece, like working for a job, being a CNA nurse. My woman don't have them type of stress. She like, you know what I'm saying? Like with me, you're not gonna have those issues. You're gonna have peace. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, okay, so some women won't feel as though a polyamor. I guess they both have to be on the same page because some women wouldn't don't feel like a poly situation is peace. But you were saying in an ideal world, you would want three women who would all accept you as their man.
yes, if I can find one that has it all, I'll take it and I will be committed to her. Again, see, this is what I was saying. It may not be for you, lady. Straight up, it may not be. Like again, if this not for you, cool. But I'm saying this is what I want, my standards. And again, this is my world. And I have the money and I can provide what I want.
So okay, I
Everybody.
cut you off because I wanted to get clarity on the three women. But let's start from the top. What
Okay.
are you desiring again?
You said what do I desire?
Yeah, I kind of because I interjected when you said three women because I wanted to get the clarity. But now I want you. I'm not going to interject you this time. Tell me what kind of woman you looking for.
Okay, a woman that knows her worth and knows herself. A woman that knows that she's a woman and I'm a man. I don't got time to be arguing with this female. And if I'm giving direction, I know what I'm doing because I walk this walk. I have the wisdom. I can provide this. I don't have time for you arguing with me. That rebellious, I don't have time for. We have a mission to do. We have money to get. It's stuff to be conquered. We building this kingdom and we trying to build this empire. As long as we got that same accord, we good. So a woman that knows her self-worth, she has humility. She don't always have to have be the speaker of the room. She always don't have to talk and be the loudest person. Okay. Silence is the key. Okay. You know your worth by you being quiet and shutting up sometimes. Okay. That's how you show your beauty. Okay. It's the time to talk and it ain't the time to talk. Long as she understands that, we good. And of course, beauty. I want her to be beautiful. Get your nails and feet done. That's easy. That comes with the relationship. I'm providing that. Hair, done, nails, feet, all of that. That comes with peace. You're supposed to rest in your femininity as a woman. And if your man's not providing that, he's not a man.
I just have a Kendra question, and the statement about knowing when to shut up and when to be quiet. Do you feel as though that could be a rule that could apply to men too? Or is that something only for women?
Yeah, well, the man should know that first. Again, if I'm telling my woman something, it's because I've already conquered it. I will never tell someone to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. That's the ultimate leader. That's what I do. Because remember, I only speak of things, I don't speak of what another man tells me. I didn't go to college from another person, reading this and learning it. No, I learned from my life. My dad, I was raised by my father. He was an older 69. He just passed away last year. And again, I got that old school teaching. He's from Mississippi. His parents, Arkansas. That old school tradition where you still can do chivalry and treat a woman correctly and stuff like that. But the woman has to know her worth, just as
But let
I
me
know
ask you
my
this
worth.
though, John. You're not really looking for tradition because you said in an ideal world you would desire three women. So would you consider that a traditional relationship?
I would want three women. But if I can find one that has it all, I would accept that too. But from what I'm seeing, it seems like women, they either don't have it all. It's just like a lot of women today. They'll date a man. One man probably can give them the Pooky demon dick, and this man got the money and the bills, but he just lame. Okay, a woman, you gotta have the book smarts and you gotta have the street smarts. You gotta be a combination of everything. That's the seven spirits of God. Humility. A man has to. It's deep, but again, you gotta know your worth and just know the powers that God gives you when He reveals it.
Okay, what are your deal breakers?
A whore. I hate whores. They're fun to kick it with, but as far as wifing or being a woman, because again, a woman that's a whore doesn't know her worth. Because every time a man sticks his penis in you, he's sticking a key in a lock, and he's unlocking things in your portal, and his demons exchanges onto you. So a woman has to know her worth, and if you're selling yourself for less and giving your vagina away, I know you don't know your worth. So that's the
John,
first thing. Yes.
John, I'm gonna let you continue, but there's people watching this right now that will call you a whore because you're on record saying you wish you could have three women that could all be on the same page, which means you would have three women that you're having sex with, and some people would say that's whore behavior.
Well, how am I a whore? For one, whores do things in secret. I'm being open. I'm literally telling
So if a woman, let me ask you this: if a woman had three men in public, you wouldn't consider her a whore?
the difference is three women. A woman wouldn't do that in public. She would do it in secret. See, this is the difference. I'm
No,
not doing
I
my.
mean, but she does it in secret because she gets judged. So I'm asking you clearly: if a woman had openly three men that she was sleeping with, would that be a whore to you?
Yes.
So, but if a man does it, it's not a whore to you because that's what you're requesting.
See, here's what you got. This is what you're doing wrong, Kendra. You trying to make men and
I'm
women
not
the
doing. Hold on,
same.
real quick, John. Hold on. I'm asking you questions. So I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm trying to understand your answer. So a question is not wrong, and I'm gonna let you continue, but it is a double standard because if a woman openly dated a man that if a woman dated three men publicly, you would consider her a whore. If a man did it, you would not consider him a whore. Now it could be. Listen, I know you have your reasons for it, but that is what you're saying.
It's a bad faith question because no woman is going to be in public with three men like that and not get shamed. When a man has three beautiful women on his arm, that's status, that shows that's a 1% man that can have three beautiful women in public. It's a difference. That's why
Well,
I'm
let
trying
me
to
jump in as a woman who I'm a pop my shit. Okay, that does very well financially. I don't look at men with three beautiful women and say that's a high value man. So that's not true. Every woman is not looking at a man. Some women look at it as an insecurity because he needs so many women to be validated. So yes, there's some people, men kind of rock with that, but it's not a perception automatically accepted as a good thing for everyone. Now, if that is your perception, I can honor that. But you can't say a man showing up with three women automatically is looked at as a great guy. I mean, there's plenty of men that have a lot of women. I look at them as losers.
I didn't say great guy. I said successful with showing status. A man that can have three look, a man that can come with three Beyoncés. You gotta ask, what is this man doing differently that he can get three? It's already hard to get one. But if you come with three, you look at this dude like, man, you gotta ask, what
A
does
man
he
would never
know?
have three Beyoncés, though. He might have three beautiful women, but he wouldn't have three Beyoncés.
If I'm Jay-Z and I'm an intelligent man, the woman becomes my rib or a part of me. She becomes what I am. So if I'm teaching her, I elevate her. So she will. There will be three
Does
Beyonces.
Jay Z have three Beyoncés?
He chooses to only have one, but if Jay-Z wanted to get another woman and
Then
basically
he would
broke,
lose Beyonce in the process. It's already on record.
but it won't
He
matter
wouldn't. So
because
therefore, he wouldn't have three Beyonces. He would have. Listen, he could have three. Listen, I'm saying this because Beyonce is a made woman, successful woman, has a lot of money. She's not an average woman. She's not just a pretty face. So yes, could a man have three beautiful women? Absolutely. But is a man gonna have three? The mindset of a Beyonce is not gonna show up with Jay Z and two other women and stand proud by that. Beyonce way. I'm not talking about beautiful face. Beautiful face, and there's all different slices of women.
can I say something?
Of course you can.
What was Beyonce before Jay-Z? Well, she was just with Destiny Child. She was getting outsang by Beyonce was we I understand I know the Beehive gonna come for me for this, but we gotta ask ourselves this: was right is right and wrong was wrong. Jay-Z put his sauce on Beyonce. Look what Beyonce was before Jay-Z. And I
Look what
want y'all
Jay
to
Z was before Beyonce. I think they're a perfect example of they're first of all, here's the deal. They're a perfect example of when two people who are doing well in their own lives and growing together, what magic can happen. I do not negate that Jay Z and even Beyonce's on record saying that Jay Z helped her become a better woman. So you don't get no pushback there. But to sit up here and say that Jay Z would be the man he is today without Beyonce, I won't agree to that. And honestly, I don't think Jay Z agrees to that because why marry her? Jay Z is a whole billionaire. He has no need to just have a wife, but he married her because she's a made woman. She has her own success. She could be in the same rooms, not because she's married to him. She lacks nothing. These are two very powerful people who came together and had children together. And if he and I would say this, and if he agreed with your mindset, then he would be Future. He would be Drake. He would be a person without a wife and plenty of women. And that's just a fact.
well, can I? Well, let me. Well, and again, Kendra. Oh, Kendra, can I add this too? I want to also tell you that, Kendra, I love you, and because I love you, your content and what you provided when I was going through that divorce, it was hard. But seeing your show, seeing your spirit, I knew God was still here. And that's what made me push. Because again, I was 400 pounds and I lost 170 pounds in 20 months. And if you go on my social media and stuff, I showed it like I was fat as fuck. Like, and I had to take accountability. And once I took accountability, my life changed. So I want to thank you for that. And I'm very appreciative of your show. So I just wanted to let you know that.
I appreciate that. I don't mind this dialogue. I think it's a teachable moment for all. And I think there's a lot of, listen, I'm not here to talk about your bank account, but have you ever touched $1 million in your life?
I never had it physically, but working will make it 100,000 for the last 10 years. Yeah,
No, I
I've
mean,
made 100.
and I know that, but I'm saying, have you ever had a million plus in your bank account at one
No,
time?
no,
No.
nope.
Okay, fair enough. So I just say that I see a lot of conversation with people always speaking about men in that category, but they've never experienced that. That is my reality. That is my world. And one thing I have learned, a lot of times those men have so much to lose. They're not always a man with a mind in his head. He's not always just out here with women because he has so much to lose. You just can't sleep with anybody when you have so much money. You could lose it all. She could claim rape. You see what Diddy's going through? He's actually the guy that you described. Diddy's the one that always showed up with the beautiful girl. And right now, Diddy is being accused of all different type of sexual activities. Now, if he had a Beyonce, he wouldn't have to worry about those things. So I just think that when you talk about Beyonce, be clear in who
Hold
you're
on,
talking about. She's not an average woman. And that's just
Kendra. Hold
okay.
on, wait, Kendra, man. Cause you gonna have a beehive getting on
I'm
me,
not having a
Kendra.
beehive, but what I think is the problem is y'all speak so much about a life y'all don't even know. And
Oh,
and I mean it's just the fact. That's why I went low. I just said a million. I ain't go to 10 million, 5 million.
Kendra,
I
why
just
you
went
gotta
to a
slap me
million.
like? Why you gotta
I mean,
slap me like
because
that? Oh,
I'm not trying. Listen, I'm not trying, and I'm really hold on. Here's the deal. I'm really not trying to snap at you because I'm enjoying this conversation.
me too.
But what I'm trying to educate is, yes, there's millionaires like Future. I'm just going to use celebrities because we know what we're talking about, right?
Mhm.
But there's plenty of millionaires, like you said, you described Diddy, Drake, Future. We can name so many people that have plenty of women and never have wives, and we can challenge who we think is more successful, who is a better man. I just think that when you try to say Beyonce as an average girl, you kind of lost me there. But
I
let's
know.
stay
Look.
focused.
See,
Let's
no,
stay
Kendra,
focused. Let's
Kendra,
stay
we gotta
focused.
clear that up. I can't
Yeah.
let you do that because you making straw mans and saying stuff I didn't say. I didn't say Beyonce was an
Okay.
average
Well, clear up
woman.
if I misunderstood you. I will give you
Okay.
that, and then we'll keep going.
We gotta walk this back, Kendra. Okay, now look. What I'm telling you was Jay-Z was gonna be a billionaire with or without Beyonce. Jay-Z actually wanted Aaliyah. Okay, Beyonce wouldn't be who she was if Aaliyah didn't pass away. Well, let's just keep that 100 because Aaliyah can outsing Beyonce. She was better in all aspects. Beyonce don't write her songs and her music, and that's clear. Okay, we have good performers. Beyonce is one of the best performers we've seen. I'm not taking anything away from B, but I am telling you, writing, the art of writing, content creation, the soul, the spirit is something different. Neo wrote a lot of her hits as well, and I'm not taking anything from B, but I'm telling you, it's different when you write your own stuff.
Let me just say this, and we're gonna move forward. We're really gonna move forward. But I saw 19 Keys is a guy I know in real life. He's a personal friend. He's so amazing. He's so literally amazing as a human man. And he said this. I literally saw this on his page today, and I think it will clarify the point I'm trying to make because you just said Jay-Z was gonna be a billionaire regardless of if he ever got with Beyonce. Let me just play this clip and we're gonna stay focused on our show. But I think it just is too perfect to go along with this conversation. Aw. Great women are chosen. Okay, hold on. Okay. When great men are chosen, great women are chosen to accompany them. And you can put that in whichever order you would like to. Right? Think about the great men that we know. Yes. Great women, right, that we know that accompanied them. Come on. The man was chosen by God, and so was the woman. Yes. Right? It's why Jonathan Major is so obsessed with the man. But it's true. Coretta was just as great as Martin. Well said. You know, Betty Shabazz was just as great as Malcolm X. And I think I've always had this thought that's the missing seed. Yes. Right? It's like, how can you recognize the man and not the woman at the same time? Yes, sir. And those men all had women. Yes. And so God couldn't choose this man to go on that mission unless he gave him the perfect partner for that mission. And so that's when I say these two souls meet up. Yes. Then the mission is able to be accomplished. 19 keys and it's so that was from a man talking. That's all I was trying to say. And he
Okay.
just basically is just all he's saying basically is you can't take away from a woman's what she does for a man. But we're gonna keep if you want to
No, come
respond,
on.
then I'll let it go.
Thank you. Woo, yes, I have to respond. Okay, I don't disagree with anything that brother's saying, but y'all are mixing my words once again, so we gotta rewind it. We gotta backtrack. Okay, let's clear this up. Jay-Z came into rap 100 grand strong. He told you that. He was platinum before getting with with Beyonce. He already had money. You got to be a made man, a king first, because a woman does not make a king, but a man can make a peasant into a queen. That man can put that sauce on her. And if Aaliyah was still alive, Jay-Z would have did the same thing he would have did for Beyonce. If Jay-Z left Beyonce right now, he could get a woman, any singer, and put her up on that pedestal. But Beyonce can't do that for another man, because a man he got to go through some shit. Like what I just went through with my divorce, I had to, that 100 grand me beat my chest, do. I started looking at God and just thinking I was God. And God came with that whip and humbled me, knocked me to my knees. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. You think you better than me? Oh, okay. Bam, humble me. So now I look at life different. I don't chase all of that. Remember, again, most people won't understand. I come from a bad area, Racine, Wisconsin. It's the second worst city for black people. It's the second worst city in America for black people as far as jobs, growth. It's bad here. But at the end of the day, what I did at my age was crazy. I bought me a $45,000 truck, Ford Expedition at 30. It may not be the best or the highest to most people, but for a black man, 33 years old, did not have a criminal record, none of that, to go through what I went through to be 400 pounds. I'm telling you, my story crazy. But I ain't gonna keep going though.
We definitely gonna we gotta stay true to our show. But I will say this: you said out your own mouth that a woman can't make a man a king, but a king can make a peasant into a queen. That's what you said, right?
Yes, ma'am. I stand on it.
Okay, you know Barack Obama was Michelle Obama's intern and is on record saying he would never be president if he didn't marry her. So, what do you think about that statement then?
Well, that's a horrible
How?
match. Okay, well, it's a horrible matchup because Barack Obama is not the best of men like people think he is. He's a plant. So
He's
I
the president. He was the first black president of the United States.
well
So
for
you would
one
rather
for one, Obama's not black. He wasn't raised in the hood. He does not know the struggle of the average black man
so
or
for black.
woman.
Okay, hold on real quick. So wait, I'm gonna let you finish. But are you saying in order to be black, you have to be raised in the hood?
Yes, you have to know the struggle of black people. You have to know what our struggle is and the trauma. You got to know what our people went through. You got to just know. And you got to just know. Barack Obama ain't been born in no hood. They have no touch with us. That's why they can't connect to our community. People just vote Democrat because my mama told me to vote Democrat. But if you ask the average person, why are you voting for Democrat? Why are you voting for Joe Biden, knowing that Joe Biden got all our uncles in jail for writing that damn crime bill? All our uncles is still in jail for that crack bill and all that stuff that they wrote and them cages that they built in our community. And y'all still voting for these people. They are the modern KKK that still got us enslaved. And God has opened up our eyes. That's why he sent me.
He sent you.
Yes.
God sent you.
Yes.
Where the confirmation? He did he give a letter to confirm that he sent you for us? Where the proof? God, where the proof? He said God. He said you sent him. I don't believe it. So is there a way? Is you got a recommendation, a letter we can see?
Well, I can just tell you this, Kendra. Look, Kendra, you know what? I ain't gonna go there with you, Kendra, because I really love you. But I'm gonna say it like this, Kendra. The way you mocking and your mouth and all of that is the same thing I was doing that. And I'm telling you, God doesn't like when anybody to look up to him and do what you just did. He does not like that. So I would tread lightly.
Well, baby, let
And
me
I'm
tell you
just
something. How about, but here's the deal. Me and God good. Don't worry about me and God relationship. I talk to God like that all the time. And what I'm challenging is what you're saying he sent to you. So I have the right to disagree with that. And I have the right to say, God, can you prove us to us? Because we are kind of confused on that. But listen, we're gonna stay focused. What I've learned is we're gonna disagree on a lot of things, but that's fine because you're not here for me. You're here for this platform that I created, a woman. Can you imagine a woman? And if you meet somebody, you have to give the woman the credit for
why
creating a platform
do
that will
you
help you
keep
find
doing
your wife.
Why do
I'm
you
just
keep
speaking
doing
facts.
that?
I'm
Why do
speaking
you keep doing that though? I don't
because
understand.
I can, because it's my show by a woman. I'm
But
just saying the
but
facts.
that's
The
bad
facts
faith.
shouldn't bother you. So let's continue.
That's not a
So
fact though.
it is a fact. You would a woman. You're on a platform that a woman created. Yes, you can
I
go
never
somewhere else.
argued that. I love
I
women. I
know,
love my
and
mama.
I'm just
What
and
the?
I and I'm just saying it out loud. That's all. I'm just reminding you that a woman is a part of you potentially
But
finding
that
something.
goes into you beating your chest. Oh, I'm a woman. I created
It's
this.
not about
All right,
being
Kendra,
no,
Kendra, Kendra.
no.
All right. That's
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 not.
beating.
Why is it when you talk about your credentials, it's fine. All I'm doing is just saying a simple thing, like a factual thing at that. That shouldn't even bother you.
It
Like it's
didn't.
not even debatable.
It didn't bother me so much so that I told you I love you because your show saved my life. So if that doesn't tell you how humble and what type of man I am, I don't know what else will, Kendra.
Well, this is what I will say. I think you come across to me, but again, it doesn't matter. As a chauvinist, and you're one of those men that feels, I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The energy I'm receiving is a woman needs a man, but a man doesn't necessarily need a woman. Is that fair to say? Or am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I just think you got to clean it up a bit. Men don't need women for survival, but we do need them to reproduce. But a woman does need a man for survival. She does because what would a woman do if a man's attacking her on the street and she doesn't have a gun? I'll ask you that.
What would a man do if a man's attacked him on the street? He don't have a gun.
A man has a better chance of surviving than a woman. But my point is, a man could work and stay in the house and pay his bills and all of that if the world ended. But if the electric grid or anything, see, people, they only look at in the modern time, oh, we got police security. But if the electric grid went out, what would most women do that don't have protection or a man? What would they do?
If the electric, okay, so they're talking about the strength of a man, right? Of strength right now, correct? That's what we're talking about.
I'm
You're saying
saying,
physically, woman would need a man. Is that that's what you're saying, right?
what will the average woman do if she does not have a gun and a man's trying to take the money out of her wallet? What is that woman going to do?
Well, she would try to save her life. That's what she would try to do. I think what anybody would try to do.
If remember,
But I will say this, you know that men are killed by men every single day. We hear more about that type of violence. So I'm not
can
negating what you're saying.
I'm gonna clean it up, Kendra. Just because I'm a very direct speaker. If it wasn't for police, Kendra, most men would probably be rapists. The police are the only thing that's stopping most men from not committing evil crimes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, okay. Let's try to get back. There's a lot of paid comments. I'm copy. I want to get back. I'll bring up your comments, but let's see if we can get back to the schedule of the show. Did you give me your deal breakers?
Yeah, just a whore. That was one of them.
Oh
A
yeah,
woman.
that's how we got here. That's how we got
Yeah,
here. Okay.
yeah. Because I don't like again. Whores have places. They have brothels. They have strip clubs. Okay, if there's places for whores, they're fun times. But I'm saying women. The reason why women and men are destroyed is because again, Eve bit off the apple. She listened to the lie or the delusion that the serpent told her, which was be this way. No, but God wants a lot of us to turn around and be the right way. Be an Eve. Be what I made you to be. And that's the problem in the world today.
Okay. Does the woman have to look a certain way?
Not really looks. I mean, like race, and I really don't care about that. Again, clean women that know they worth, and again, she got to be a woman of God. Because if you're a woman of God, that solves everything. Because I know if you believe that Jesus is the Christ and you believe in God, I know how you're coming. It should be already. You should already be preordained and pre-assembled to know what I want.
Let me ask you this, because I know you said it's not a requirement, but do you believe that same woman would be also okay with you having two other women?
If she does not want me to have other women, she has to be damn near the perfect woman for me. Then
But let's just say the woman that you just described, a woman that's coming to you from God, and all the background you just said, you expect
Mhm.
that type of woman to also be okay with you having two other women if she falls short in certain ways.
Yes, because if she's a person of God and believes in the Bible, she would know all great men had multiple women. All great men of the Bible had multiple wives. So what will be the problem with me having multiple wives?
Do you pay for all the bills too?
Everything, 100%. I provide protection, provision, and peace. The three
Okay.
P's.
Would you, in the ideal situation, do you guys all live in the same house or is it three separate households?
I would prefer three separate households. So in my deal situation, I'm gonna get my own land and build a roundabout, and I'm gonna put 7 houses and gate them all together. So it's gonna be like 7 houses on a roundabout, and I'm gonna call it Lambertville because that's my last name.
Oh, so you want, so how many women do you want? Because you want 7 houses.
Yeah, I need 7. I mean, they can have their own house. My kids will probably have their own house. My mom, I take care of her because she older in age, and my dad passed away, and they was together for 33 years. So, I still look, she going through it still. But I definitely have to take care of mom still. So I
Okay.
need about 7 houses. People come visit, I got a house for you, you kick it. But I'm gonna have my own land and I'm gonna build my own gate around everybody. Again, 144,000 of us. We gonna chill forever. But that's something deeper though.
Okay. Should the woman make a certain amount of money?
No, because I mean, again, I really don't care about you having the money. I care about your mind. Your mind. Like, if I'm giving you info, I don't care if you want to open up a salon, a boutique. I don't care what you want to open, but you gotta come correct with it. I want your plan written. Don't come with me. Don't come over here with your mouth. I don't talk like me and you talking like this. This would be the most I'm talking. Go to my pages. We put in work. I just opened up a boxing gym over here. We taking the guns out the kids' hand. We replacing them with boxing gloves. Okay, we knocking the crime way down. I'm out here hooping with the kids. We do clothes giveaway. I'm very serious of the man that I am. You look on my page, you will see who I am. Everything I post, I am who I say I am.
Okay. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
Again, I was 400 pounds. I still got loose skin right here in my chest, but it's still muscle and in my
Can you
stomach.
see the legs too? Okay. 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 So this is John Milwaukee. Listen, I'm screenshotting y'all questions. I'm gonna wait to the end, but I'm screenshotting y'all questions. John Milwaukee, 33. What's the age range you want to date?
Man, this is the crazy part. Now, I know I'm gonna get attacked for this, but man, I'm really thinking 42 and up because
42 and
man,
up?
42 and up. For real. I like older women. Older women, like I said, they're more closer to God. They understand how to be women. Okay. A lot of women that's 30, they have already outdrank their mamas. They've been drinking since 14, having sexual partners. Y'all already got more sexual partners than y'all mamas and y'all grandmamas. So no, I don't want the young. I want the women that's clean. Maybe she probably went through something in life, but she knows her worth. I want people that actually walk the walk, are who they say they are. Because again, once we turn 30 years old, God is going to give you a ministry. You're supposed to turn back around and teach people that, hey, there's a bear trap here, guys. Turn and turn around. That's what we're put here on earth to do. So
Okay. And your last relationship was your wife or not? It was, right?
yeah,
You just got divorced a
yeah,
month ago. Okay.
yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been on a fast. It's been 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
It's been 3 months, yo.
Okay. Um, what are 3 flaws you have to work on when it comes to a relationship?
Let me see. Listening, because sometimes I do get in my modes where I don't give a fuck, and I think my way be the best way. So sometimes I do need to listen because sometimes God will send different angels and spirits, and it's our job to listen to the speaker and accept it. So listening is one. Two, probably I can work on my discipline. I don't go to the gym like I should because after losing that weight, again, I lost 170 pounds in 20 months. But
How
I'm
did
not
you lose that? I
consistent.
meant to ask. How did you lose that?
Man, I hit rock bottom, and God was just telling me like, man, you a fat piece of shit, son. Like, get your shit together. And then I have to just look in the mirror, like, you go from one X's to four X's, and you keep telling yourself that you big boned, and no, you're not big boned, that you fat as fuck. And then you got to take accountability. And from there, man, I just drink spring water, do a calorie count. All you got to do is have a calorie deficiency. So I was only taking in like 1,200 calories. But what that did was it flipped my metabolism, and I was burning like 20 pounds a month. So, like I said, go to the gym. Don't even try to go hard body. Take it day by day, just step by step, day by day. Start walking around the block. Change your diet. Turkey breast, chicken breast. Eat more green. Drink more spring water, and then just change and just do it day by day. You will see results.
Okay, okay. And why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm a once in a lifetime man. I don't come around often. Like seriously, and it's not bragging. Again, I know I probably come off as arrogant, but I'm really not arrogant. I don't really think I'm the most handsome man ever. I think I'm like a 3.5 out of 10, look wise. I always remain humble. Um, Again, she's gonna get the experience. You're gonna get a man that's a man that certain stuff you're not just gonna have to worry about. Like certain things I see women complain about, whether it's on TV or whatever. I just be like, damn, it's really sad that most women have not experienced true unconditional love, because remember, your father is supposed to give you that first. He is supposed to give you something and not want something in return. And if Pookie and Ray Ray is the first experience she has, she thinks that's the right way. Until a man like me comes and say, hey, baby, I don't want nothing from you, but I want to show you that you got the kick me sign on your back. That's how that works.
I have so many questions. I'm going to read them now. I would just say this sounds like a deal that would make for a woman that makes less money than you, because the overall, what I'm listening is she ultimately wouldn't have to pay any bills because you would be the provider. But if a woman made a lot of money, what would be the purpose of her dealing with you and other women?
Well, I'll be like this then again. Any woman that doesn't want to agree with me having multiple women, she's not for me. She can
Right.
just keep going. I mean, I'm not in a cult. I ain't trying to make you date me. I'm literally giving women what they want. I'm giving them the exact energy they ask for. You say you want the 6 foot man, I'm 6'4". You say you want a man in shape. I was 400 pounds and I'm still working at it. I'm 6'4", 225. I didn't made the six figures for 10 years. Okay. What more do you want? And I'm giving you the gems. I believe in God. I believe Jesus is the Savior. He is God. So at the end of the day, you got your 666. You got a man and plan. What more would you want to ask for? I'm here.
John, can I respond to that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go to y'all questions, cousins, because I know y'all all have a lot. We'll go to them. Well, I think a lot of women want a man that, again, I will say this. There are women who will sign up for this, right? So I'm not going to negate. I've had women come on the show that said they're open to poly relationships. So there is a tribe out there for you, and that's real. But I feel like, again, that's going to be a woman that makes less money because that has to be the offset. But there are women who would never sign up for this. They would not feel as though what you're offering is ideal. A lot of women say they want a monogamous man, which is in a situation of having sex with them and only them. And I'm not gonna knock you down in the financial stance, but you're not making a lot of money to a lot of women that they have experienced. They have experienced men that have made millions of dollars and might be in better shape. So there are other options that they can have. So just FYI, but not for every person.
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
Those men don't want them though. See, that's the difference. You got to remember. Those men can have. Remember, there's 4.7 billion women on Earth, and there's only what 1% of them men that's like us. You might not. You can probably say, yeah, John, you don't make the money now, but remember, I made the money, which means I tripped and I failed. I got up and I just dust myself off. I have the knowledge to make it again. I just don't want to go working in no factory. I want to do something bigger and better. Again, I died
Well,
at
John,
33.
I'm sorry to cut you off. No, good. I'm sorry. Continue.
I was just about to tell you, I died at 33 the first time, and my second coming, I'm alive again at 33. So game
Oh, you're
recognized game.
Jesus.
Game recognized game.
You're Jesus now.
Yeah, I'm a game recognized game. I think you should see.
I don't see that. So help me understand. Are you telling me you're Jesus? I'm just trying to get
Yes,
the analogy
I
that you
am.
made.
I am the first and the last. Yes, I am. I am he. Yes.
Woo, child. um, well, that child, I don't agree with that, but I don't agree with that, and
Why
that's fair.
not?
I'm not gonna
Why
debate that
not?
though. Why don't I believe that you're Jesus?
Yeah. Why not?
You're because I believe in Jesus, and my life is not in your hands, honey. And but listen, that's a whole deeper conversation. We ain't never going to agree on that. But if that's what you want to feel, that's your right. I'm just on record say I don't agree with
Yeah,
that.
I was about to
But one
say
thing
because
I
you
want,
don't want.
excuse me.
I was about to say yeah, because you don't want to smoke with that, Kendra. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one
Well,
alone because
I mean,
that's my world right there.
your world is that you're Jesus, and I should believe that you're Jesus.
You don't have to.
Okay, then let's stop right there because I don't. So there's nothing to be debated
Cool.
because I
Say no.
definitely
Say less.
don't.
Say less.
Okay, say less. But one thing I did want to say is you said that the men that I described, these men don't want them. Now, to that, what I'm saying is you're offering the same thing. You're not offering exclusivity. You're offering an opportunity to be a part of a union with other women. So what I'm saying is if a woman's going to sign up for a deal to share a man, she potentially has a better option of a man to share. He will be in better shape, have more money, and yeah, so I'm not saying you will get women that might sign up to this, but you're not offering an exclusive opportunity. You're offering a team. And there's women that could be on a stronger team. That's all I was going to say to that.
That's true, Kendra. Hey, you got the Chiefs out there. Hey, you got the Patriots out there. It's 32 teams. I'm only one of 32. And again, if I'm not what she wants, she can find a dude that's in better shape. But just know my blood flow good and I give good dick. So I don't care what other men do. I know what I do and I know what I provide. I don't watch what other men do. I don't watch other men's social media. If I see you in passing, we shining stars in the shining stars in the sky. Okay? Everything that happens in the sky happens on earth at the end
Okay.
of the day.
Now, do you want to hear these questions people have asked
Yes,
for you?
bring them. Bring
There's a lot
them.
you tapped on a lot of emotions. Okay. JB said he is a Pookie because he was stunning his wife's growth. He should have been able to support her in all aspects.
Well, you got to remember something. Financially was easy. We was driving again. We was driving around $50,000 truck. She had a Challenger. It wasn't the money. It was me, my growth. Because you got to remember how I was raised. I was raised by my father, and he was an old school man, and all he know was work, 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 work. Okay, and what that ended up happening to myself was
Hello?
you got. I hear you.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened. Okay. I guess the real Jesus stepped in, but when you said you was him, he probably didn't like that part. So he had to show you who was boss. But let's continue. Do you want to respond to that last question?
He gonna show you who boss today after you had your dream, and he gonna tell you that was my son. But that's on another note.
I'm
Oh,
not saying, hold on. I
he gonna
believe
come
that
holler at you
everybody, but
tonight.
let me hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. You didn't say Jesus' son. You said you're Jesus. Now, I know that
Listen,
ain't true.
can I? Well, can I break
I
it
will
down?
bet my life on it. I
Woo!
will bet
Don't
my
do that.
life on it.
Don't do that,
I will. I
Kendra.
did.
Don't.
I did.
You
I
playing?
did.
You playing in some hot water,
I'm not
Kendra?
planning on hot water. What you gonna prove is I'm gonna be here still, child.
Say less, Kendra. Say less, Kendra.
No, you say less. I'm happy I said it. So as you can see, as my life is going,
This your
we will
problem,
be.
Ken. I'm
That's
telling you.
not
Look,
baby.
listen.
Hold on. First of all, I'm not doing that. That's what you've been doing this whole time. You told me that you're the one in a lifetime. All I'm saying is I don't agree with you being Jesus, and now you're telling me I'm beating my chest. And you even said on record I have the right to disagree with that. So why does that offend you that I do not agree with that?
I don't
That should
care
be
that.
like you should just let that go. Shouldn't you? Shouldn't you? You said on record, I don't have to believe that. So shouldn't you just let that go since you even said on record, I don't have to believe that, and I don't?
I wouldn't mind letting it go, Kendra, but you keep bringing it up. You keep
Well,
bringing it up.
well,
Oh, you
yeah, because the show is called Kendra G Singles Live. I could bring up whatever I want.
And you love, you can bring up whatever you want, but if we said let's move on, why do you keep bringing it up? I don't understand it.
First of all, I just made a joke because the lie went out, so that's how it came back up.
Yeah.
Find a sense of humor, okay? I'm hosting a show. I do this all the time, so
Okay.
please. I mean, this goes along with me as a host. Give me
Okay.
a break. All right. So, do you
I
want to
love
answer
you,
the
kids.
question?
I
The
love you,
question
kids.
was, he's Pookie because he was studying his wife growth. He should have been able to support her in all aspects. Do you want to
No,
answer that?
listen, she's right. But remember, I was a young kid. I didn't know, like, okay, I took her on dates and stuff like this, doing the rose petals and all of that, surprising her and stuff like that. The problem was I I loved too hard. So she won the game too early. She won too much. She was a homeowner at 22. We was making it, we was getting it. It was like, but I was still stuck in that mindset because I was making so much money so early. And again, $100,000 ain't a lot to a lot of people, but I was making it at 21, 22. I have a different mind. While these people was watching College Hill and watching Bad Girls Club, I was out here getting it. I started working at 14, 15. That's
Okay,
why
I
I'm
want to move. Okay, I got you. So, Boss Bitch Math said, not all high value men are the same, ladies. Case in point.
we come from different avenues. Again, the Pookies that y'all, again, I don't know why y'all call me a Pookie. Well, to a certain degree, I am a Pookie because I do come from that, but I'm a reformed Pookie because to a certain degree because I know what that life gets. I know what drill music is going to get me. I know what standing on the street corner, what's going to end up getting me. So what I do is say, hey, fuck this. The money I make, I'm not finna look again. Saving money is for suckers to a certain degree. Putting money in a closet, not investing it in yourself. Like, why would someone invest in you when you ain't even gonna invest in yourself? That is dumb. That's why I quit my job. Most people will call me an idiot for quitting that job, but I would rather make 70,000 on my own than making 100,000 working for somebody else because it's mine and nobody can take it from me. Something what you doing, Kendra? I'm basically doing what you doing. What's the
Oh, we're
problem?
not the same in no way. We're completely different human beings. I don't know where you came from. So please don't, please don't
Man,
say
you
we're the
missing
same.
it. You
But
missing
let's
it,
keep
man.
going. Let's keep going. I want to try to get to many questions as possible. Um, again, nobody pay for no more questions because I want to try to get to all the asked, and it's a lot. So don't pay for no more questions. Shay, who is a man, said, again, from one black man to another, you're actually making us look bad on this public platform. Have some decency and morals, brother. This is not the way. Also, fix that smoke detector, money man.
Boy, it ain't, come on, bro. It ain't no smoke detector going. And for one, you talk about I'm making us look bad. You're a man and your name is Shay. You got more problems than me, player.
Shannon Sharp's name is Club Shay Shay.
And Shannon Sharp is effeminate.
He's effeminate?
Very.
In what ways?
The way he's dressed, he runs around with a gay man all day. That's very effeminate. I don't know what straight man prowls and runs around with another gay man. What the? That's weird. I wasn't raised like that. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, in Shannon Sharp's world, in the worlds of entertainment, there's a lot of gay men. So that's the world that he lives in.
And that's fine. And I there's hey, if you want to be gay, be gay. Again, God created
But Shannon,
people.
we're not saying Shannon Sharp is gay.
Remember, Kendra, you brought up Shannon Sharp. You
I
these
did.
are your words, so I'm
I said,
responding.
yes.
Remember, okay. Look. I show your reflection. I only go off of what the person says and what comes out their mouth. So if you're mad at me, anybody, not just you, Kendra, you gotta get mad at yourself because I only repeat what you say.
Well, all I said was you said his name was you said his name was a feminine name as Shay,
Shay,
and that's
Shay.
why I brought up Shannon Sharp. We'll move forward. I
But
was just bringing
remember,
it up.
he dissed me first. He said I'm making black man look bad. How am I making black man look bad when I'm saying, hey, I don't want to work for the white man. I want to build families and I want to build this and I want to be a man of God. How am I making black man look bad? I have no criminal record. How am I making black man look bad? I'm not out here beating women. I'm not out here committing domestic violence. I've never sold drugs to my people, never put my hands on a black woman. All I have done was raise black families and showed my children what it is to be a man. And Mr. Shay has the nerve to say that I'm making black men look bad. Well, Shay, I would like you to come on this platform and let's put my resume of what I've done in my life compared to your life, Shay, since you got all that mouth.
Well, there's another man that has something else to say. I haven't read it fully, so I'm reading them as I'm talking to you. Brent Henry. Brent Henry said the red pill gets a bad rap because the men like you learn certain talking points and then go out into the world cosplaying as an elite man. Bro, you came
Oh my
off as
God.
a lame, and if you really had motion, women would instinctively know it.
For one, oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. These are undercover gay men right here. I know he's gay. Let me tell you how I know he's gay. Because for one, bro, you reading too much in my life. You're looking again. Men look at what men have. Did you see the comment dude just said, "Oh man, you're a lame that's complaining about women, bro. I just got the divorce a month ago. You fucking dumbass. I wasn't gonna be out here slinging my dick because if I was doing that, y'all would call me a pookie. But since I actually healed myself, took the time, got back right with God, didn't sling my penis like you probably do or did, you fornication punk. I took the time, did the divorce, and I'm telling women, I'm not hiding it from y'all like he probably do. This is what I want. This is what I desire. If I can't get it, then hey, fuck it, I can't get it. But I'm being upfront with you, and I'm telling you, women, this is who I am. You either accept it or not. And if I'm not the man for you, let me walk. What's wrong
I
with
will
that?
say this. I will say now that's something we will agree on. You are very like anybody that watches this video and they reach out to you. You made it clear of who you are. So no one should reach out to you. Are you done?
Uh-uh.
Were you
My
walking
bad.
away as I'm
My fault.
talking?
My fault. My fault.
Okay. That's the one thing I will agree with. If someone watches you on this platform and they reach out to you, then they know what they're getting into, and that's fair. Daquani, I'm not sure this is a girl or a guy. Daquani said the devil was an angel that was kicked out of heaven who also knew the Bible well.
Okay, we're gonna need some context behind that because Lucifer was an angel. Again, like I said earlier, since y'all want to break it down, everything that happens in heaven with the stars, the alignment, happens on earth. Spirits are transformed. Remember, you have two bodies. You got the physical body, then you got the spiritual body. Spirits are put on human flesh. Remember, God ain't coming into the ant farm. He's too magnificent. He's too great. But what he will do is rise up little ants in his image that act like him. God's not coming into the fishbowl. We are in hell or Hades or Tartarus. God is outside the fishbowl. It's like he playing Grand Theft Auto. We are the characters in the TV. You are weighed by your good deeds versus negative deeds and your intent. All
Okay.
praises to the
So
Most High.
Shamara Robinson said, you can tell he talks at you, seems controlling, thinks he's always right, argumentative, combative. He listens to answer, not to understand. That was from a female.
Okay, well, woman, it shows that you've never been raised with a father in your life because a man that's sure of himself and confident, I'm a man of God. I'm 98% led by God. I only move unless God tells me. When God comes into my portal is when I move. So I don't understand. That shows me that you don't have the spirit of God in you because it shows you have no submissive in you because people don't know what submissive means. I'm submissive to God. I'm not submissive to another man. I can't be submissive to another man. I can only be submissive to God, the same way Jesus was. He showed us what to do and how to unlock God's power or his majesty. Again, we're lifelong learners. We are the caterpillar that goes into the cocoon that's supposed to be glorious butterflies. That's
Okay.
our job on earth.
I do want you to respond, but I'm sorry. I just want to try to get to as many so we could wrap it up. Richard Nelson, I'm not sure if it's a girl or a man, but Richard Nelson said, Bible tells men to love their wife as Yahashi loved his bride. Also, all the men with multiple women in the Bible have family issues. Look it up.
That's true because remember, okay, again, the world got destroyed or reset 7 different times. Again, there's books of the Bible that was taken out. Again, the first Adam and Eve were not the first people on earth. That was just the first people that God chose to put his spirit in to walk his walk. That is what that's talking about. The world got reset with Solomon. Again, he was going to give David the kingdom, but remember, David had Bathsheba's man, the sergeant, killed. And even if you don't commit the murder, if you sin and kill, the intent, he did that to take another man's wife, but God didn't take the kingdom. He let Solomon build it. The problem is when Solomon had the power, he started having sex with all those women, the Moabites. He wasn't supposed to do that. That's a fornication. That's against the Most High. He doesn't like that.
Okay. Now's World said, and this is why your wife left him. This is why his wife left him. He's a Pookie and Ray Ray, and clearly has mental issues. Jay Z made Beyonce woo chill, child, woo chill. He is bitter.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm bitter for stating a fact, but Jay-Z was selling drugs and had money before he ever met a Beyonce. Jay-Z already had a platinum album before he ever met a Beyonce. So how did Beyonce make Jay-Z?
I
Answer
would
that
think. Well, listen,
question.
I would think this. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole again. I'm on record saying I think they have a great partnership together. Beyonce was also a part of a successful singing career group, and Jay Z even made a song that she decided to focus on his career earlier on in the relationship than their relationship. But listen, I have this one thing I've learned. You and I see things differently, and that's just what it is. So there's no need to debate you on how you see things versus how I see things. Um, Everyone asked, okay, I'll read this. First 666. No, he said first 666. Then you're Jesus. If you are that good, why are you here? He is a mockery. They're asking, please don't make you a highlight. Clearly,
Can I respond to
that's what
that?
your real intentions are.
Can I respond to that?
You can. That was by Kiwi Baby. Kiwi Baby. That's the
Okay,
woman.
Kiwi baby. Okay, Kiwi. I hope the Kiwi is it better be sweet, okay? Because I don't understand y'all with y'all mouth. Y'all have now y'all don't even understand what 666 means. So let me break it down for y'all. All praises to the most high. Seven God in the building. So 666 is actually a frequency. And it is a frequency that does not believe that Jesus came to die for our sins. And I say I'm seven, God, because seven is the complete number. It's God's number, and seven is one up over Satan. Satan told the biggest lie that he was going to build a world bigger than the Most High. I'm sent to show that he's a liar.
Okay. And again, I don't want to. I just want to be clear because I know you and I disagree on this, but you are on record saying you are Jesus.
Yes, I am he.
You are he. Coffee Killer said, now this is a person that agrees with you. He said, us men understand exactly what you're talking about, sir. So Coffee Killer is a person watching that actually agrees with what you're saying.
Thank you,
Um,
Coffee Killer. I know for a fact he's probably one of the 144,000. Again, there are 144,000 of us, 12,000 from the 12 tribes of Israel that was scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth. God is going to pull us all together, but it takes all 144,000 of us to come together under Christ. Then we'll be able to go back to the Most High in heaven and be raptured.
all right. Well, here's the deal. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question, but we will be here all night. If there are women or one woman that has all that you possess or whomever, if there's a woman that wants to get to know him better and you want to date him, how can she reach out to you?
Okay, on Instagram, TikTok, and stuff. It is Super Dad activated. It's down there. I put it in the at the bottom right there. And on Facebook is author John Lambert.
Just for clarity, because I did see this question a couple times, so I'll just ask you so you could confirm or deny. They're telling me to ask you, do you suffer from bipolar? Are you bipolar?
No, well, bipolar doesn't exist, and schizophrenia doesn't exist. Again, Joe Biden and them told us this was going to happen. They said that we are going to have a generation, which again, we got to build jails and protection prisons because we can't house these people. And he was talking about us, the crack baby generation. And that's the generation, the zombie or the apocalypse generation. That's what's going on right now. And these crack babies, they call it the great hatching. That's what's going on right now. So no, bipolar Bipolar does not exist. You're basically fighting again. The revelation is coming when you have spirits that's coming into the body, old spirits and reincarnation. One spirit is going to be dominant over the other. And as you're getting to 30, you're going to see like certain spirits, man, one has to be the dominant.
All right. Well, with that being said, this was a very interesting conversation, John. Um, and if there is a woman that meets your needs, that what was the age range again? You said you want older, correct?
Yeah. If you're a younger woman, please come with it.
Oh, if
Again,
she have, oh, come with it if she's a younger woman.
if you a younger woman, come with it. Don't come in here talking about you a bad bitch and I need you. Da-da-da. Remember one thing: I respect women, I love women, but realize one thing, women: I don't need you, and you probably don't need me either, which is cool. So let's work together. Let's put our pride to the side. Let's not come in here with an ego contest. If you give me $10,000, I can guarantee I can double it. That's what type of man I am, the knowledge that I have. You don't have to believe me, but it's cool. So to answer your one question earlier, and it just popped back in my portal, Kendra, a woman like you that makes money, that's very successful, that is what I offer.
No,
So,
babe. But a woman like me would never date a man like you.
and that's fine, Kendra. You're not the woman for me, and that's fine. That's
Exactly.
cool.
Well,
That's
I mean, you
cool.
just gave you said a woman like me, so I think
Well,
you should
no,
use a
that
woman
makes
like me.
money. I'm Kendra. Again, you got to get
But a
out
woman,
that.
but this is what I said. This, but hear me out. This is why I said earlier: a woman that makes money would not deal with a man like you. Why would she? The benefit of dealing with you is what you said. The offer is the providing, the money, right? So if I'm a woman who makes way more money than what you have to offer, why would I deal with this? You would
Kendra,
have to find a woman that is going to make less than that would be willing to deal with this, or just wouldn't make sense. You
Kendra,
don't agree with that?
Kendra, that's the problem in the world. Women, man, women like you are more masculine because y'all had to be. Y'all got to make money. Y'all are in more of a
So
hunter.
go ahead. I'm
Y'all
listening.
are more in a hunter mode, which by default now it takes you out your femininity. And you got the men out here that's homeless and stuff like that. The older 50-year-old, they're good men, is just financially they're messed up. So it would take a woman like you with money that would have to drop down and come to them, clean them up. Remember, the biggest lie that's told was that you're gonna find a man that's already pre-assembled. No, you have to build a marriage. You have to build a kingdom. That man is not going to come to you already made. Y'all gotta grow together. He ain't gonna come with it. That's why you throw your sauce on him. He throw his sauce on you. I might step outside sometimes not looking good, or my wife might say, "Hey, baby, put this on." She's supposed to show me the kick me sign on my back, and I'm supposed to do the same. I don't see how people don't understand this, but I know why. Because y'all was raised by the internet. Bad Girls Club was a lot of y'all mamas and daddies.
Well, let me respectfully respond, and I want to be as humble as I can be in my response. Right. First of all, I wasn't raised by the internet. I was raised by my parents.
I never said you.
Um, well, no, you were talking. You were starting off talking about me because you said you were talking
I
about women
said
like me.
they, not
Okay,
you.
okay, they. Well, let's just talk about women with money in particular. Because one thing you were saying about me is because I'm a masculine woman, I have to be with a man that I have to build. Is that not what you said?
Yes, because the average man makes $40,000, Kendra.
Okay, well, this is where the humbleness, and I just got to talk my shit for 1 second. I have a man. He makes way more money. I do very well. So that's not my reality. So I can't say that to be true. Now you can shake your head, but you're shaking your head in the fact that I'm just confirming that what you said about me is not my factual life. So I don't know why that bothers you when I tell you my factual life does not confirm what you just said should be my factual life.
Because
So
you're building a straw man argument, Kendra, that
I'm not
I'm
building.
not
No, no, no.
saying.
Listen, I'm not even
Listen,
trying. But hold on, John, real quick. I'm not even trying to build an argument. This is not an argument. I'm just telling you
you
my
did.
fact.
You did. Let me tell you how you try to build an argument. This is exactly what you said, Kendra. Again, I'm reading what you said. Let me pop my shit. That's exactly what you said,
Yeah,
which
because
means you're
okay.
about to boast and
But hold
brag,
on,
right?
but hold on, real quick. I said it after what you said. It was a response of what you said. So that's what I'm saying. It was a because here's the deal, and I stand on this. There is a woman that there's probably women, but the benefit of dealing with you would be the money. So all I was simply saying is, if a woman had more money than you, there would be no reason for her to sign up for this because why would she?
Again, Kendra, there are 4.7 billion women on earth. I can't have three to myself.
I didn't say you could. I never said that. Are you not hearing me? I'm saying a woman that would deal with you would be a woman that is the benefit of the money that you can provide. So if a woman makes way more money than you, this would not be a deal for her. That's all I ever said. I always said
Okay.
that you could find a woman, you could find more women, but
And,
it to me, it won't be a woman that's doing extremely well financially because there'll be no benefit. That's all I
and,
ever said.
and Kendra, and if that's the case, I am not sent to those women. I am sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. All right. Well, now we will end. Now we will end. I wish you well. If you find your tribe of women, you keep me posted.
Love, Kendra. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Bye, baby.